All right, well, first we need to shrink this down. Oh, too much. Come back. We're ready. That's wild. So the iPad's hot. Greetings and welcome to another installment of One Charge Challenge, where together we look at a product's most exciting features through a series of challenges in a single battery life cycle. Today, we're looking at the brand new 2021 12.9-inch iPad Pro. And now once it charges up to 100, we're gonna go from 0 to 100. I'm excited about this today because the new iPads, they have Apple's M1 chip, which is also in their Macs, and this largest model has an insane screen that uses mini LED technology that Apple calls the Liquid Retina XDR Display. So I've never owned an iPad Pro, but I do like making things, and I feel like Apple's always preaching that these devices are made for people who make stuff. So I know I've got a pretty good head start, but I think I could look the part just a little bit more. Now we're talking. Central casting, I'm ready. But seriously, I am excited to try this thing out. But my light's flashing and I just heard the ding. That means we're ready to go. Let's do it. All right, so we've got our handy dandy Apple Pencil. And I saw this on Instagram. We're gonna go into ProCreate and in this echoey room, give myself a face filter. All right, I'm gonna take my glasses off. Oh man, I can't even see. Yeah, so it's already tracking my face, even just with this one Memoirs of a Geisha stroke. You can see it's sensing the ridges of my nose. That is wild. So yeah, ProCreate is a program that costs 10 bucks. I've tried it once, I've barely practiced. I gotta say, this is pretty cool. I'm glad you can still see my great hair. We're going full like Mardi Gras King Diamond. I might have to come back and airbrush myself. We're gonna sword gas my mustache. All right, I could really do this all day, but we need to keep the show going, and I'm calling this a win. All right, folks, welcome to my murder basement. Only the second challenge of the day, and I've had a major setback. I'm sure a lot of you will love this, but of course, there's only one USB-C Thunderbolt input on the iPad. And I was planning on recording like always with my audio interface, but I can't find my adapter for my headphones. Usually I'm just doing this on my desktop and I just have a regular headphone jack, but not today. And when I plug it in, I can't monitor the output even through the iPad speakers. So we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. That's not really old-fashioned at all. And we're gonna record through the iPad microphone blasting through this amp. So it might be a little sketchy, but in a way it's kind of a cooler experiment. Let's see what we can do. All right, first we're gonna get ourselves a drummer. Drummer, baby. We gotta go with my good friend Logan. He's super fake, but he's a good drummer. Well, this is really hard and I could waste my whole battery fits in with this. So we got something. This is kind of just a perfect example of the limitations of an iPad. You really gotta think 3 steps ahead in order for it to be a smooth workflow. It's nowhere near as easy or really as many features as doing this on my iMac. But we got something trippy, so let's go back into AR, complete another challenge, and turn this place into a nightclub. All right, we're going to Apple Clips. Getting a good scan of the murder basement. We got confetti. Yes, I need a disco ball. So all over Instagram, you'll see these people making these low budget commercials using their phones and stuff. This person, Cam Adik, shot a Coca-Cola commercial with their phone and it was pretty cool. So I'm gonna try and emulate that, but with the iPad Pro. But I actually don't have an actor or an assistant of any kind. So today we're not shilling for Coca-Cola, but instead what I would call LaCroix. It might indeed be La Croix. So Cam Adik, please get back to me if I am saying this wrong as well. All right, it's 2:16, we're at 67% battery. I actually think that's pretty good considering how much screen recording we're doing, how much heavy lifting we're doing, how much troubleshooting I've had to do that you haven't seen. It's been a little rough, but we're gonna try and edit this together. This is Jesse, hanging out. Well, I just discovered that you can't reverse clip direction in Adobe Rush, which is just insane to me. I've heard a lot of hype about LumaFusion, never used it before, it's 30 bucks, so I'm just gonna go back to the old trusty iMovie for this little experiment. But guess what? iMovie can't reverse a clip either. I swear it used to be able to, but I couldn't find it. I found a free app that did it all compressed, but I missed one of Camadique's shots, so I'm not even sure if I pulled this off. I gotta say that was pretty hard, and it took me about an hour longer than it would have taken me to do on an iMac in full-blown Adobe Premiere. Apologies in advance, Camadique, but we gotta watch it. Yeah, okay, I'm ready to do something else. All right, now we're gonna look at some actual 4K footage that I shot on my Panasonic for a different project using this handy USB-C drive. All right, I am seeing my hard drive and a lot of really cool selfies. Here's something I did for my friends. This was like a month before the lockdown that we shot this. And it's playing the smaller clips pretty well. Not really loading the really big clips, but we did shoot this in log. Let's see how long it takes to save a 2 gig file to the computer. Save to files, choose a new location on my iPad. All right, save. Start the clock, 2 gigs going to the iPad from the drive. That was pretty quick. Okay, so then let's import that one into Rush. Ooh, unsupported media type. Media could not be imported. That's another Adobe Rush thing and not the iPad, because the iPad was just playing it from files, but apparently I can't edit that one, which is a bummer, but I'm checking this challenge off. I look like a demented property brother. Voila. Okay, so Mitchell, as you might be aware, Center Stage is in the new iPads, and it's a technology that basically tracks people when they're in video calls, and it's even built into Zoom. Right here, I'm gonna click Turn Center Stage on, and then I'm gonna start moving around. Let's see if it works. Is the camera moving?
It is.
All right, I have one more test while you're here. I'm gonna hide under the table, and we're gonna see if my self-portrait that I drew on the iPad, is it in frame?
It's moving.
All right.
It's moving.
So I'm really not much of a gamer, but I've been told that Divinity Original Sin 2 really takes advantage of the M1 chip, so I'm gonna give it a try even though I have no idea how to play it. Classic role-playing experience, begin. I gotta go with which, right? None of the buttons are working. This isn't even a free game. Start game. We're starting game, baby. We're starting game. I gotta close some apps because this game actually won't start. Here we go.
Still a bit groggy, are we?
Oh, I didn't even see me. Get out of the cage.
Of course, that was only the beginning.
Well, definitely playing this game of all the things has the biggest impact on the battery. Also, the iPad's hot, but I still don't quite know what I'm doing. The visuals look good, screens look good. I need to take a break, and we'll be back. All right, here we go. Just a pop in the Grand Canyon. It says I can disconnect the device. I'll follow its instructions. And then, my wife's a graphic designer. She has a Thunderbolt monitor. This is a really nice LG monitor. And there we go. The monitor charges the iPad. I gotta say, I like the way it looks on the iPad. Really love this rock. I wanted to like pray to it or something. I don't really want to give it too much juice because both these screens look great, which you can't tell in this video, but it really looks great on here, and I want to test out a 4K HDR movie. Back in my comfy clothes, I didn't really intend to get this intimate with you all, but might as well enjoy myself, so we're gonna watch one of the greatest films ever made, Terminator 2 Judgment Day in 4K HDR. Hit the lights. I'm ready, James. So Naked Arnold is telling me that the screen is pretty amazing, but I'm actually surprised by how good it sounds. The speakers sound really good. So yeah, movie's been playing for about an hour. We're at 1%. And that's it. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna plug it in and finish the movie, collect my thoughts, and I will see you soon to break it all down. So yeah, all that was a bit more of a struggle than I was anticipating, but I've had a couple days to gather my thoughts, do some editing, so now together we can tie a bow on this episode of One Charge Challenge. And this is a good time to mention we filmed a couple more of these. You can watch one right here with the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The links are also in the description. So what do we think of the new iPad Pro? Well, let's start with something I really liked, the battery. Now, if you're gonna use this as your primary creative tool, you're probably not gonna do any of these heavy lifting experiences without a charger nearby. But that being said, for this fun and very active test, I was impressed. AR, recording music, video editing, gaming, all while screen recording most of it, over 12 hours, in my opinion, that feels pretty solid. But let's round out some more of the positives. I really wasn't expecting to have as much fun in ProCreate as I did. It's easy to use, it really mapped my face and attached stuff to it, no problem. If I didn't have bosses, I probably would have sat in that chair and painted my face all day. Also, drawing with it in the Apple Pencil was a really fun experience. Overall, I'm really digging the look and feel of the iPad Pro. The screen is really awesome. The speakers surprised me. Everything feels super premium, which it should because it's expensive as hell. And that's kind of a nice segue into what I don't like the iPad. For years, I feel like I've been hearing people asking, when is the iPad going to become the standalone device that can easily handle all my computing needs? And even though this is the most souped up iPad ever, and I had a lot of fun using it, for stuff like editing video or recording music, it doesn't even come close to replacing the stuff that I can do on my desktop. The watered down apps really bugged me, especially something like Adobe Premiere Rush, and then stuff like only having one port, no headphone jack. Yeah, there are workarounds, but it's something that can get in your way pretty quickly. It is a really fun device to use, and I have found myself wanting to play with it, but at least right now, it's nowhere near being my go-to tool for making stuff. What other gadgets do you want to see me test out on the show? Let us know below. And if you have time, watch some of our other episodes, but if not, no worries. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, be excellent to each other.